I was going to do the whole thing where I take the clip of me unlocking gold slash DM Ultra and making that my intro, but we're not going to do that because, yeah, we're not going to do that. But what's up, everyone? I'm Ballistic, and as you can see right here, we have the DM Ultra Ballistic Knives, or Ballistic Knife. Obviously, that's the reason you clicked on this video, but yeah, like always, I'm going to talk about it a little bit, and yeah, we're going to talk about it. First off, to unlock it, you have to, which pro tip, apparently it's a lot easier to unlock this in zombies. I think you need like 300 kills or something, I was told. I completely forgot that you can unlock the new weapons that we get in zombies now. So yeah, if you don't want to buy it like me, because YouTube doesn't pay me enough, wink, wink, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and wink, wink. But yeah, the multiplayer challenge is get a one-shot, one-kill medal, or one-shot, one-kill, and then get a melee kill in the same life. I explained this in my DM Ultra PPSH video. I use the Tundra and the shovel just because one shot, one kill. The Tundra does a pretty good job at that. It's at least more consistent than the Pellington, but you know, the Pellington's a little bit faster. So whatever floats your boat. You can also do it with a shotgun if you make it strong enough. And the melee kill, obviously you'd have to choose any of the melee. I don't know if like a gun butt works, like smacking them with a gun. I don't know if that counts as melee. So if you know, I guess let me know in the comments if I'm a dumbass or not. But yeah, or you could buy it in the bundle in the store, which again, we didn't do. But to go through the camos, the spray paint camo is pretty straightforward. You just need to kill 100 people, obviously in multiplayer. We didn't get a dark ether. We're gonna do all the season 3, or not all of them, but like the 3 that we have to begin with. We'll get them in a different video. But for stripes, now this one I like because it's unique to this weapon. Obviously when I read it, or if you can read, I mean, it's kind of small there, but you need to get both a melee kill and a projectile kill with the Ballistic Knife in the same life 25 times. This is actually a lot easier than it sounds. It can be a little difficult because again, the key factor here is that it has to be in the same life. Obviously, if you get the projectile kill first, you just camp up a little bit and, you know, wait for someone to get close enough to get the melee kill, or the other way around. If you get someone with the melee kill first, it might be a little bit easier because you have that projectile range as like a little safety cushion before you get blasted. But yeah, it's only 25 of them, and it's actually a lot easier than you think. For classic, you need 3 kills without dying 20 times, and this is, again, this is fairly easy. You should get most, if not all of these by the time you get to DM Ultra anyway, so you don't really have to actively grind this. I mean, always keep it in the back of your head to try to get at least a 3 kill streak before dying. Geometric, 25 backstabber medals, pretty self-explanatory. 25 is not a lot. One thing I will say though is that shooting them doesn't count. At least it didn't count for me. And I specifically tried, I'd sneak up behind someone and shoot them in the back just to see if it'll count as a backstabber, and it didn't. You actually have to melee them in the ass for this one to count. Flora, 50 kills while sliding. This one is actually pretty easy because you can slide and shoot at the same time, which makes this significantly easier than all. I mean, this isn't really a melee weapon, but the fact that you can shoot and slide at the same time makes this, I mean, you still, you know, it's a slight challenge because the projectile isn't perfect, but it definitely goes a long way compared to like the regular knife or a regular melee where, you know, you can only swing it, you can't throw it. Next, science, get 50 kills with the Ballistic Knife against enemies disoriented by your smoke, flash, stun, or grenades. This one's pretty annoying, but you know, it's pretty straightforward. And psychedelic, which is just 25 double kills, which again, this is fairly easy. I would suggest more so melee with this than to shoot it because the shooting animation takes a little bit, or you could shoot and then melee, or melee then shoot, but I wouldn't consistently try to shoot to get your double kills. You can obviously, but the window for that after reloading is pretty small. And then yeah, then we got gold, diamond, and DM Ultra. Again, we will be getting dark ether probably soon, but we'll check these out in game as well. But gold and DM Ultra kind of always look good. Diamond looks pretty stupid, but that's nothing new. And we have the Swiss K31, which will probably get done tomorrow. Obviously, as you can tell, we haven't really used it. We got like 2 kills with it, but yeah, so we'll hop in a match and I'll, you know, kind of talk about, I guess, how I feel about the Ballistic Knife. There's not much to go off of. So yeah, here we are on Yamatao, whatever the hell. Here's the golden Ballistic Knives, or knives. I don't know. I guess it would just be knife because only one is ballistic. I'm wondering, and obviously I'd have to play zombies, but if I remember in zombies with the Ballistic Knife, when you pack-a-punched it, it became like an instant revive. I wonder if that's still a thing. You don't touch me. I guess you touched me. Here it is, diamond, which you can't even see on this map. Jesus Christ. And the good thing about this map is I don't have to blow myself up. I just, whoa, let's try it again. I just yeet myself off the map. And then here it is, dark matter, which we're not really going to play with it because we're just going to try to snipe. And I'm going to forewarn you, I grind camos now, and I'm on mouse and keyboard, so these snipe shots might be trash. Although I no-scoped them and got a hit marker, so. But yeah, the ballistic knife wasn't too bad to use. I wouldn't say it was, you know, like anything crazy, which I say about a lot of guns, but you know, I feel like it did what it needed to do, although it didn't do much else. I did have to use some of my Modern Warfare double weapon XP tokens because I obviously ran out with the PPSH last night, which is also annoying because I think tomorrow we're getting double weapon XP, like a double weekend event, which I guess is good for me grinding the K31. I won't really have to waste any tokens, but whoa. But yeah, I only had to use like an hour and 45 minutes worth of tokens. I literally used a 1 hour token and a 45-minute token, and that was more than enough to get it to max level, or level 30, to where I unlocked all the camos. Oh man, mouse and keyboard is weird. I wish the ballistic knife would have gotten attachments, but then again, I guess it's like a balancing issue because it literally, like, the crossbow at least got like red dot. What is this sniper doing? The crossbow at least got some, oh my god, some sights. Like, we got like a red dot and whatever, which, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but at the same time, like, I don't know why they didn't go the route of like MW and put like the different arms or whatever they call them, like strength, like the cables. And obviously the ballistic knife wasn't in MW, but they could have put something like some kind of sleight of hand, some kind of like knife, what's the word I'm looking for? That is insane that does like 99 out of 100 damage. Like knife velocity when shot, stuff like that. Again, I can see it becoming like a balancing issue because it is a one hit. Yeah, it gets nothing. And the reason I say like velocity or whatever is because you kind of get used to it, but it shoots pretty slow and it shoots on like a slope. Like the fall off range of the blade when shot is pretty quick, so like you kind of have to measure that projectile path, which again you kind of get used to, but at the same time, like having an attachment that can make it shoot straighter or farther, I don't see why that couldn't have been done. But that's really all I have to say about like the knife itself. The one thing that annoys me, because you know, again, it's a secondary, is that we can't unequip our primary weapon. And I know we can put Lawbreaker on and technically put the knife in the first spot, but that, you know, is pretty much a waste of a wild card. It just doesn't make sense that you can't unequip your primary and, you know, spawn in with your secondary. And it doesn't sound like a big deal, and it's not really a big deal. It's just more so an inconvenience to have to swap your weapon every single time, you know, you spawn in, unless of course you waste a wild card slot and put in Lawbreaker. This sniper is fucking crazy. But yeah, I forget where I left off, but ballistic knife ain't that bad, but it's nothing special. Again, I say that for pretty much every gun we've gotten so far. The sniper, I mean, obviously I could hit better shots, but if this sniper hits like 99 out of 100 every time, then it's obviously going to be, I was going to say issue, but issue might be the wrong word. It'd more so just be not fun to use. In other news, the Warzone part 2 event happened that we missed, but again, it wasn't really anything worthwhile if you ask me. There was another cutscene where obviously the nuke detonates, but then like reverses, and then reverses so fast that it like rewinds time, and obviously we go back in 1984. And then that's where the new map is, although I guess if you ask me, you can't even call it a new map because one, technically it's an older map, and two, it's the same map. It's just there's a couple different like POI differences or new POIs, and things just look a little bit older. I mean, it does look better. It is a little refreshing for what it's worth, but like I said, we don't really care about Warzone, even though we should. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Really nothing special going on. Obviously, we're going to do the K31, and then eventually we'll get the Dark Ether camo unlocked for not only the K31, the Ballistic Knife, but also the PPSH. And if anything comes out before like the Season 3 Reloaded thing, we'll group those into one whole video. Maybe, I don't know. But once we're done these, which should be this weekend, we're going to hop back in MWR and keep grinding for Exclusion Zone probably until Resident Evil 8 comes out, and then we'll do that, and then hop back on until Back for Blood, probably. And yeah, that's about it. Like I said, don't forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. That's gonna be for this video. I'm Failure7X. Thank you for watching. Now get off me.